everybody. Good evening. Come on down, say hello. It is 8 o'clock on the dot, and it's Wing It Wednesday day today. It is the 19th of August. So Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, I come live here every Wednesday, and I also go live on a Saturday morning too. But let me introduce myself. My name is Beck Hall. I'm a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. And I come live here, as I said, every Wednesday night and do a bit of crafting with you for about half an hour or so, and show you some new things, some way to use old with the new. And I've got a good idea to work with tonight. So let me know if you are joining me. Let me get some comments happening here and see who's joining me today. Hello, Amanda. How are you? Hey, Linda. How you going? Thanks for joining me. So tomorrow is my mum's birthday, so I'm going to make a birthday card for her tonight on our live. But obviously, I do need your help. Like I always need your help creating and picking colours and that. Now, my mum is a very bright person. She loves lots of yellows and browns and oranges and that. Although the paper I've got has a little bit of yellow in it. But anyway, this is what I've decided to work with. So we'll see how we go with it. Hey, Sonia, how you going? Thanks for joining me. So I've got a couple of reminders for you. It is double rewards day today. It was for the next 2 days anyway, or 3 days. Today until Friday, it is double rewards. So instead of getting 10% in rewards when you shop at the Stampin' Up! Website, you will now get 20% for 3 days. So it's great, and it's a $35 threshold, so you've got to spend $35 to earn that 20% in rewards back. So it's a good time to go on as well, because we've got 15% off some selected designer series papers. So that's, you're going to get your double rewards on top of your 15% off. And if you're a demonstrator, you're going to get all of those deals plus your demonstrator discount as well. So it's always great to become a demonstrator. Not only do you get the community, but you also get the deals on top of the deals. So it's really good. So I've also got a paper share happening at the moment. So for the brand new catalogue, which I'm going to flip you down and I'm going to show you. I do have the papers here. So I'm going to flip you down and just give you a quick look at some of the papers that you're going to get when you participate in my paper share. So I have a full, a half and a quarter share, and you're going to get a selection of all of these amazing papers that are in the new September to December catalogue. So we've got pumpkins and all sorts. We've got painted patch. What's this one? Texture and tone. Sunflowers. We've got little mice. We've got hearth and home. We've got, what's this one? Whispering Woods. Mosaic Garden. We've got Timeless Christmas and Yuletide Carols. This is probably going to be my favourite. I love working in browns and grungy colours. So I'm going to grab my snips. They are brand new into the studio today, so I haven't even had a chance to check them out. So let's just open them up and let's have a quick flick through. Let's flick through quickly. We've got words with open horse sleigh music. So this one you get four sheets of the same paper. That's great. And then you've got so you get 4 lots of all of these things to make your Christmas cards in. I didn't realize that. That is wonderful. So that is the Yuletide Carols. Then we've got our traditional Christmas colours here with the Timeless Christmas. So I'm loving how it's having all of these little squares too, because they're like instant card fronts. And we've got 4 each of these ones as well. So that's wonderful. So you've got snowflakes and green dots and red dots, and then all of these little, I don't know, tags and embellishments or ephemera bits that you can put on your card fronts. We have, this is the Mosaic Garden. So my paper share is open now for anybody that wants to participate. As I said, it's $175 for a full share, so that's a full-blown discount. If you were to buy it yourself, it's $207. to get a full share, but I'm giving you my discount and the rewards as well. So you're getting $175, offer. So it doesn't include shipping though. So if you do want it and you want it shipped to you, shipping is extra. So if you get the full share, I won't cut any of the sheets up for you. So you're going to get full sheets. What have we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4 packs in this one as well. Oh, look at this one. It's got all the mousses and stuff in it. So great offer. So if you haven't signed up to my email, all my offers go out via email. So you need to be signed up to my email to get any of my class offers or any of my paper share or in color clubs or any of that. What have we got? 4 sheets again. So there's 4 sheets in each, which is really great. When you're doing Christmas cards as well, you can get the same sort of look. Oh, I like this packet. This is cool. Lots of different... Look at this. This is like getting all bits of DSP all in one hit. So we've got that one. A couple more. Now, I didn't include any specialty paper in this share, because specialty paper is that next price bracket up. So this is just a designer series paper share. Now you guys saw this because we used this the other night with the little mice and everything. So you have seen this one. And I love this one. We're going to do classes with this one because it's just so damn cute. Love it. The moose on it looks good, didn't it, Amanda? Hey Cheryl, hey Jan, hey Leslie, how you going? Hey Marianne. Who else have we got out there? Jacinta, hello, darling. How are you? Hey, Glennis. And then we're down to the sunflower one. Now, I believe that all the leaders got this when they were on the incentive trip. So, let's have a look. Oh, see, these are my colours. Browns and greens. Mum would like these ones too. Yellows and oranges. She likes all bright colours. We've got that. And then we have this one, which is the time, texture and time. Or what's it called? Texture and tone, not time. Goodness me. This one kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you've been around a while, but I've been around a little while. We used to have Magnolia Sweet. And this one kind of reminds me of that. And there's 4 sheets in each. I'm loving this, the fact that there's 4 sheets in each. It kind of reminds me of the Magnolia colours that they had. It was like a, black and grey and pink and green. It was just, but then I could be showing my age. So, been around a while. And then we have the pumpkins. And I just love using pumpkins and leaves in my card making as well. I can't wait. Our next class we're doing is called Simply Leaves. So, it's going to be awesome. But yes, so there you go. So there are all the different papers that you get when you're doing the paper share. So I'm going great, thank you. In New Zealand, we've got the flu bug. Oh, flu bugs. That's horrible, Leslie. Flu bugs. Blech, blech, blech. All right, so the paper that I want to use, I don't even know where I've put the paper that I want to use tonight. I had it here. Where have I put? Oh, it's under here. I want to use this one. So we're going to use a new die set, which is coming out in September. So this is called the Tile Garden Dies. And it's kind of like the Spotlight on Nature dies, but it's square instead of being round. And I'm going to use this beautiful vellum paper, I think. So I just need a card base colour. What colour card base should we put with this paper? So we have Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freezer, Golden Glow. Oh, maybe we do Golden Glow. That's a yellow colour. Mum would like that colour. I haven't really used a great deal of this. Oh, we could use the dots and the flowers. We could use some flowers. Should I use Golden Glow? What do you guys reckon? Let me know in the comments. There's only 3 different flavours, or 4 different flavours. These are the different flavours. So, Golden Glow. What have we got? Peaceful Pine, Hydrangea Hue. Hey, Susie, you're not late. I've just started. I actually just ran through all of the designer series papers that you're going to get in your paper share, doll. And I can tell you they're all just gorgeous. So, amazing. All right. I'm not getting any colour suggestions. What are we saying? We're not saying anything here. Golden Glow. All right, Amanda will do Golden Glow. I reckon she'll like that colour. All right, so we're going to do Golden Glow, and I think I'll use this green. Of course I'll use green, and we'll grab out a bit of this, and we'll grab out a bit of that too. All right. Done. Okay, so what we're going to start off with is I'm going to use this green to start off with. So this is green vellum, and it's I love the Golden Glow too, Sonia. It's kind of like honey, but not really. Like, it's just, anyway, it's good. So I'm going to start off with this. This is vellum. Now, you could use any designer series piece of paper and any vellum, really. But I just thought, I haven't used this paper, so let's use it, hey. So we're going to start, and we're going to cut this down to 14.9 centimetres. So the height of a card, like so. And then we're going to pop that bit aside. And then I'm going to trim it down to 21. So as if I had just a normal A4 sheet of paper. Okay? Like that. And then I'm going to score it at 5. So 5.25. Now, if you've got a scoring board, it's actually got 5.25 on the scoring board. But I'm not getting the scoring board down, and I'm pretty lazy. So I'm just going to go, and I don't know if I've taught you this in the past, but you've got this little line here that's next to the 2. Let me pull it up here. You've got this little line here that's next to the 2 inches there. That little line is kind of like 5.25. So I always use that little line there as my 5.25 measurement. So I'm going to put this back in on the long side. I'm going to go to my little 5.25 measurement, and I'm going to score that one. I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to score it again, like so. Okay, and then I'm just going to fold these in half on those score lines. Now, this is really, really thick vellum. It's not like thin vellum that we've, had, or that you can get in the past. It's like really, really thick vellum, okay? So it kind of just creates like a gatefold, all right? Then I'm going to grab my cardstock, and I'm going to cut this down to 10 centimetres. 10 or 2 1/8. Yeah, 2 1/8. Thanks, Meeks. 10 centimetres by what am I doing? 10 by 28.8. I need it just a fraction shorter than a normal card base. So 28.8. And then I'm going to score that on the long side at 14.4. Like so. And that is going to go in this panel here, like that. Okay, and then we're going to fold that down. Oh, no. I needed it to be 14.9, you dillbeck. You little dill. All right, see, this is where we make mistakes. We make mistakes. It's all good. I'm going to just cut another piece. So we're going to go 10 centimetres by 14.9. I don't know where I'm getting my measurements from there. By 14.9. And I'm going to score it. Right, so we got 10 centimetres by the length of the cardstock, and I'm going to score it like that. Then we're going to pop that into there, like so. So I want it all the same length here, okay, like that. And then doing it that way, because we're actually putting it over the top, we're actually getting a nice little border around the 3 sides of it there. Does that make sense? Nearly missed. No, you haven't missed anything, Denise. You're good. You're good. All right. So then I'm going to cut. Now, this one here I would have used as my scrap bit off that as my belly band. But I'm going to get another piece because that's already been scored. So let's pretend that we haven't cut that bit. Let's pretend, because that's what we do, that we've just, this is like half a sheet. All right. Let's just pretend. Just look the other way, don't look here. I'm going to cut this at 5 centimetres. And then I'm going to do 22.5 centimetres, like that. And this is going to be my belly band. All right. So we've got a belly band there, and then we've got this. Now, I need to cut another piece here. Do I cut a bit of designer series paper, or actually, you know what? We might use, here's that piece I scored earlier, I might emboss this panel. Let's just emboss this. So I'm going to cut this down to 14.4, like so. And I'm going to emboss that one. But I need it to be 14.4 by 9.5. Alright. So we're going to go like that, and like that. Alright, so it's going to be like a tone on tone colour. And I'm going to emboss this. What embossing folder should I use? I'm thinking maybe, what about floral and fern? Or should I use, what have I got? What have we got? I think I'm going to use this one. This is probably one of my favourite ones, floral and fern. So we'll emboss with that. What did everybody get up to? What did everybody have for dinner today? We had fried rice. We had quiche and fried rice. So that's what we had for dinner. All right, I'm just going to put this off to the side and emboss this one. Oh, the new one. What new one? I've only got the stars one. I've got the timber one. What else have I got? No, that one will do. All right, so I'm just going to emboss that on my machine that's behind me here. The big stamping cut and emboss machine has come back in stock too, so that's really good. All right, so I've got this here, and then I might just grab some Golden Glow and a Golden Glow blending brush, one of these blending brushes, and we're just going to put some Golden Glow over this here on the corners just to make it stand out a little bit from its background colour, like so. Lamb steaks and potatoes. Oh, that sounds a bit more interesting than my dinner, that's for sure. Lukey's only just got home from work, so he's going to now heat his up in the microwave. All right, so we'll just do that. Get rid of that. And then we're going to pop that onto the front here like that. See how just by putting a bit of ink around the edges there, it just blends it out and makes it look like we've got a lighter border. Well, hello, Lukey Hall. How are you?
I'm alright.
Do you want to say hello to everybody?
Hi.
Hi, everybody. Do you want to look at everybody and say hello, or are you going to stand up and not look at everybody?
Yeah, I'm looking.
So, look at everybody. He literally just stood up. He was sitting down, you would have been able to see his face, and he just stood up. So we can do this, look. Say, look, there we go. Oh, he's a cheeky bugger, isn't he? So, alright, so then we're just going to glue that down to our card front there. Oh, you had one job, Lukey.
I literally walked to the register.
Oh.
Opened my phone, right?
You had one job. I got him to get the dog food. I sent him a message and said, I forgot to get dog food when I left work. Can you get some dog food? And he had one job and he's forgotten it. Poor
yeah,
puppy.
I literally walked to the register after Sophie did it, opened my phone to this, and I was like, oh my.
Yeah, that's alright. Alright, so we've done the front there, and then we've got our inside piece here. To go in here. Now I'm just going to have to trim that down a little bit because it's not quite right. So because it's a smaller piece, this one. So we're going to go, I'm going to go 9 centimetres for this piece here. 9 by 13.8. Yeah, that'll do. Maybe. Let's see. Yep. That'll be good. And then I thought maybe if we got the new... Not the new product of the month, last month's product of the month. Because did you know that you can buy the product of the month, keep on going? So like if you missed out on it last month and you want it this month, you can put in a qualifying order and you can still buy it. So this was product of the month, this is product of the month. So you can still get the stamp set as long as it's still available. So we're going to use our Golden Glow again to stamp this one down. Alright. That one. And then I'm running out of blocks here. And here we go. Alright. Now, which one do I do first? This one here, maybe? Yep, that looks good enough. So we're going to stamp this one down on the inside here, because you should never ever have any naked cards. And then this one here, I'm going to stamp off and then stamp it down like that. Look at that. Pretty cool. Oh, has that one sold out? Oh. Well, if they haven't sold out, you can go back and buy them. But the stamps, I think the stamps are going to be pretty popular. They're going to sell out quite quickly. And then let's get some Peaceful Pine, because I am in love with the new in colours. I don't know about you guys, but I love these in colours for this next year. And we'll stamp our little leaf here. Little leaf. Yep, we'll do that one there like that. And then there. And then there. Wipe that off. Don't want to get ink on the back of our paper. And then we'll stamp that one off. Go in there. And there. And there like that. There we go. How cool is that? Beautiful. Alright, and we'll glue that one into the inside of our card. A bit of green glue, because I'm team green. Alright, do it like that. And then we're going to glue this one to the inside here of our vellum. Now the beauty about this, even though it's vellum, because it's coloured, we shouldn't see this glue as such. And it's the back of the card. I mean, nobody's going to be looking at the back of your card. So we're going to glue that down and just put it centered between our two folds here, like that, and then drop it down and do that. See how you can't see any of the glue lines on the back there? Pretty cool, huh? Alright, now we're going to work on this belly band. So we're going to grab some designer series paper. So I think if we grab this, the Tile Garden dies, will we use maybe these ones? So they've got the reverse. So see how this has got the leaves and that's got the leaves, and then the little ones have got the leaves, and then this, so they're sort of like jump down one. So if I was to take this one up here and put it up in here like that, so you could do leaf, 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 and then leaf, 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 and then you can go big, 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 like, you know, line, line, line. So I think if I'm going to use this one here, which has got the little leaves in it, leaves, and then maybe do that one, or maybe go this one. Let's use that. Let's go like that, and then like that. So we're going to have 3 layers, and one of them is going to be our sentiment layer. Okay, so I think if we go green, DSP, and then white, that's what I think we're going to do. So if I get some plantation pine, softly woven, oh, you know why I forgot about that one, Megan? Because it wasn't in my little box that all my embossing folders in, because it's in my new stuff that I haven't had a play with yet. So that's why it was in there. Alright, so we're going to just die cut this out. Now, normally, you know, people would go like, this is already a card front. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to do it like this. So then maybe I might use this later on down the track as a card front. So I'm going to die cut that. So just hold the line, caller, while I go and die cut this on my die cutting machine. That is behind me here. And I Look at that. How gorgeous is that with all the little leaves? And look, they all just flick out. Quite easy. Alright, so we've got that one there. And then I'm going to put that in my magnetic tray. And then we're going to use some of this DSP. So I think I'll use this one here. Like so. So when I'm cutting my DSP, I always just go like, alright, well how big is this? So 3 inches, it's going to fit. I like to keep it in like the 3, 4, 6, you know, those even inches, because then I know I'm going to get 3 even pieces across my paper, or 7.6 centimeters. So sometimes I'm a bit of both. I can work in inches and in centimeters. I really want to use that. But I'm going to cover it anyway, so it's not going to be very relevant, Beck. Alright, so I'm just going to die cut that out now. Late watching the athletics. Oh, athletics? What athletics are those, Julie? Oh my God, Julie, my fat thumbs the other day on your comment on our post Craft with Beck group. My silly fat thumbs and spell check weren't playing nicely with me the other day, that's for sure. Alright, and then we're just going to get my scrappy bit of white and die cut one of those out. Like so. And there we have it. Look at that. We've got like that, like that, like that. Now this is all going to sit on our belly band, of course. So I'm just going to grab this belly band and I'm going to lay it at the back here. And I don't tend to measure belly bands. I just sort of fold. Okay, fold it like that. And then give it a little bit of a crease. And then fold it like that. And make sure when you're folding it, you push out like that. If you push out, then that makes it like loose enough that it can go on and off your card. Okay. And then I'm just going to put a smidge of glue over here. Like that. And then that's going to go on there. Now I'm not concerned that that's at the front because we're going to cover that anyway. Alright, so I'm just going to, let's put a block on that. To hold that while we work on this one here. Alright, let's grab a sentiment that says, I don't know if I want to say best wishes. Do I want to say best wishes? Let me see. What other ones have we got in here? Sending lots of happiness your way. And definitely not you are my sunshine. I don't think Mum would appreciate it if I gave her that, would she? Alright. I'm going to go with one of my favourite stamp sets. This is the watercolour words. Let's see what we can fit on here. It may not fit. It might be too big. Yep, too big. Damn it. I really wanted to use that one. Alright, let's go for my next favourite one, which is with you in mind. We'll see if best wishes fits on here. Oh, look at that. Perfect fit. Alright. We'll stamp that one down in the Peaceful Pine. Like so. Yep, best wishes. And then we can glue these together here, but first I want to wrap a bit of ribbon around this here. So, because you know we're gonna use what we've got in our stash. So let me just have a look in my little ribbon cupboard. What have we got? Now, I've got them all in colour. Let me see. Got a bit of that. I reckon that might look alright. And then we'll go, no, not that one. What have we got? Well, Mum does like orange, so maybe we could add a bit of that into it. Go that, and then maybe do a bit of Golden Glow. Let's see. Look at those 3 maybe. And then, or maybe just looking in my twine here. Got a bit of this. Alright. Because although I feel that I'm organised in my ribbon cupboard, I don't know if I truly am. So let's just see. You missed Lukey, yes, Julie. He came in, he said hello. You saw his torso and then left. Alright, so I've got these colours. And there is a bit of like, you know, I picked a little bit of the orange from here. So I'm thinking of these 3. This is a really, really old one. And then a bit of green, but I think it's the wrong colour green. What do you think? And then I got a bit of Golden Glow, but Golden Glow might blend too much. I think that's going to blend too much. So let's not use that one. How about we get that one in here, this green, because that's kind of similar. Yep, and we do that. And then I need a 3rd colour. What other colour could I put with it? Do I get like, I think the 2 greens. I think having 2 greens is going to be too much. So what other colour? Let me know in the comments what other colour. Not that green. Yes, I know. We're not going to use that green, Megan. Alright. What other colour could I use? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? I'll go back to my cupboard and see what I can find. What about if I use some gold or oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's so hard to choose. Just putting my greens back. What colours are you saying? What about white? Yeah, what about white? Okay, well that sounds easy enough. Let me pull out my little white drawer here. Oh, what about this one? This looks alright. This has got a bit of sparkle to it. Oh, I could have used natural twine too. I like this one. Look, what about this? Oh, I think I like this. And what if we're going to go like this, and then that'll bring out the white in my little sentiment panel here. Sounds alright, doesn't it? We're going to wrap this around. Now I'm going to go around the whole belly band because you're going to see it. So I'm just going to put some tear and tape on here. Like that. So obviously this is your challenge tonight, is to make one of these cards and post it up in our Craft with Bet group. So we have a little challenge group that anybody can join. You just need to answer a few questions so that keeps us all safe. Alright, so I'm going to do the white. And then silver fluff. I did think of silver fluff, Marianne, but then I thought it'd be a bit hard to wrap it all the way around. So I did think of that. And then we're going to wrap these 2 around like so. Like that. Trim that off. And then I always, this is just me, but I always put another bit of tear and tape on there to smush it in. Like so. And then I'm going to slip that back over here. Like that. And I'm just going to center that up in here with a bit of glue. Bit of glue here, bit of glue here, and pop that over the top there, like that. And then I'm going to dimensional, if I can get my dimensionals out of the box. Oh, I don't know where my packet of big dimensionals has gone. I've got only wee little ones. Let me see if I can find some big ones over here on my other desk. Going to pop 4 of these little guys under here, and because we're going to stick this white one over the top, you won't see these little guys. Like that. Now you guys have got more time than me to decorate it, so So you'll do an amazing job when you guys decorate it. And then we'll pop this one on some dimensionals too. And really puff it out. Like that. There we go. And then we'll grab some of this ribbon again. And then tuck it under and just tie it in a little knot. I should have tucked this under before I put my front on. That would have been clever, wouldn't it, Beck? Alright, so we'll tuck this under here. Oh God, if I can get it under. That would have been clever to do that. Just an FYI, do that before you put your front on. Because that would be a lot easier. Alright, we've got that one under. Let's poke this one under. Nothing wants to work for me. I didn't go to bed till 2 o'clock this morning. I was busy cutting kids. Tell you what, my work job, my normal job, really sucks the fun out of my crafting when I got to go up and get up and go to work in the morning. Who's with me on that one? Alright. And then we'll tuck this one under. Like so. Alright. And then I'm just going to tie that in a knot, but I want that underneath. Let's make things difficult and have yeah, just poured down here, Amanda, so it must have just come over your way. Alright. And of course I'm trying to tie knots and whatnot with 3 lots of ribbon, which is just never going to work on a Facebook Live, is it? There we go. Voila, that's how you do it. Look how simple that was, not? Alright, we'll put a bit of this like that. So there we go. Let's see what we've got. So that's our belly band. We'll pop that one on there like so. And as I said, you guys can decorate it a lot better than what I'm going to do. So there we have it. Best wishes. And then you pull it up like that. Open it up and then it reveals your beautiful message on the inside. How cool's that? What do you think of that one? So I will pop the measurements up on the post, but I won't be doing it tonight. 2 o'clock in the morning this morning really hit me hard. So that's going to be, what about it? Yes, plastic sewing needle. That would be good. So at peace in my craft room, and then I walk into all the pieces gone. Poof. Yes, I know. I could live in my craft room, and then yes, you go to work, and it's just like, oh, it's too peoply out there. So there we go. I hope you enjoyed that one. As I said, Wing It Wednesday can bring anything. I have not made this card. That was the first time I've made it. It's you know, it's quite a good fold, I reckon. So, and I see all of these as inspiration on Facebook or, you know, Instagram or whatever, and then I just try and remember how to do the fold, and then I wing it, essentially. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. As I said, the first cut I got was wrong. So anyway. Alright guys, I hope you have a great day. Don't forget about my paper share if you're interested in that. Also, the DSP sale and double rewards is for today, tomorrow and Friday. So don't forget to jump on and have a look at that. And also, I've got a Lily in Bloom day workshop happening here in the studio. I only have 3 places left for it. So if you want to come along to the studio and create, I've worked in conjunction with Fiona and Brenda to bring these projects together. So I'm really looking forward to that. And it's 3 days before I get to go over and see my fabulous friend in New Zealand. So can't wait to spend a day crafting and then cruise on into my holiday. It's going to be great. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. I will see you on Saturday morning for Breakfast with Beck. If not, I'll see you back here next Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. All right, bye for now.